How dare you to do that to me? I mumbled while tears uncontrollably flowed from my both of eyes. I abruptly opened the car door and sat inside, crying and drove the car very fast, not understanding where I was going. The empty bridge at night showed no one else around. I remember everything, what I saw in his office. Director, cut. Finally, this scene is over. I had to predict this accident scene. Director, now all of you can rest. Today's work is done. Co-actor, man, you did a great job. It felt completely real. I flashed a smile. One, thank you, but you are also a great actor. By the way, I saw your news. Co-actor, actually, that dating news is real, and we have been dating for the past 1 and 8 months. One, I had a feeling. I'm not surprised anymore. I laughed a little because the person he is dating is my childhood close friend, Kaspa. I've seen their photos in her gallery. Co-actor, she watches this drama of ours. She said she hasn't seen you for quite a while. So if you are not busy one day, you could spend some time with us. One, I will watch it. Besides, this drama is about to end. Co-actor, yeah, only 2 episodes left and my schedule will be mostly free too. One, that's great. Suddenly my phone started ringing, so I glanced at it. It said, best choice of my life number. I looked at my co-actor. One, excuse me. On the call. One, hello, Dick. What happened? I whisper and look around nervously, hoping no one sees me. Best choice. Mom, it's me, Taiso. He says on the call, and I frowned, wondering why Taiso is calling me. One, baby, what's wrong? Why did you call from Dad's phone? Did Dad come home? And where's Ajuma? I asked as Taiso usually called from Ajuma's phone. Taiso, Mom, Ajuma has left. She was in a hurry, and that health is very poor. I didn't tell him that I called you from his phone because he told me. He said while sobbing, I think Tyung's condition is very bad, but he was fine in the morning. I will have to go home. Why, Taiso, baby, Mom is coming home. Until then, take care of Dad. Flashback 1 hour ago. Tyung spoke. Today I come home early. I had a severe headache. My shooting hadn't finished yet, but when I started feeling worse and began vomiting. Taiso, hey Dad. He was sitting on the couch watching TV. As soon as he saw me coming home, he ran to me and smiled and pulled him into my arm. Tyung, what? Taiso, no Dad, I was drawing, but my drawing finished just 5 minutes ago. Then I asked Ajuma to turn on the TV. I looked at Ajuma and she nodded. Tyung, alright, then I want to see your drawing. Taiso, okay. I was about to take him. Ajuma, Tyung, can I go home today? My daughter is coming from Japan today and she wants me to be with her. She asked me nervously. I know this is hard because she is the only one who does all the house chores and also take care of Taiso. It's not that we can't hire someone else, but the problem is that we can't trust anyone else. I was little and now even after my wife's secret marriage, only she knows about it. We can't hire any maid or outsider for household work, but it's been a long time since Arima met her family, so I want her to let go. Tyung, you can go, Ajuma, I said, and looked at my son, who was still sitting on my lap, watching me. Tyung, you won't show me your drawing? He nodded and got up from my lap, running on his room. She bowed and left. I'm not feeling well again. I feel vomiting again, and get up. I went towards my bedroom. I said, Dad. He came back with his drawing and started looking for Tyung. Taiso, Dad, are you okay? He asked as he walked into the washroom and saw him vomiting, but Tyung didn't respond and continued doing his work. Taiso, Dad, you are not looking well. I will get go some medicine. He entered the room and started looking for medicine. Taiso, Dad, should I call Mom? He started to panic as Tyung came out from washroom and shook his head. Tyung, no, maybe your mom must be busy right now. Don't call her. I will rest. Tyung felt so weak. To weakness, he didn't make the call and lay down on one side of the bed. Taiso watched everything. As soon as Tyung closed his eyes, Taiso approached him and started to examine his face. Tyung, what are you doing? Tyung suddenly opened his eyes and asked, noticing someone so close to his face. Taiso didn't say anything. Young, Taisu, you should stay away from that. His health is not good and you might fall ill. Young said while closing his eyes. Taisu can feel his dad's body swelling with fever when he pressed his hand against his cheek. Taisu was planning, so he slowly began to take the phone out of his pocket. Finally, he managed to take out the phone, but Young opened his eyes and looked towards Taisu. His eyes seemed weak. Taisu quickly hid the phone behind his back with his both little hands and nervously smiled. Young, Taisu brings some water for Dad. Taisu sighed in relief, thinking his dad hadn't noticed him. He nodded and when Young closed his eyes again, he stepped back slowly and quietly. Taisu quickly placed the phone on the table and started filling a glass of water. Then he hurriedly back to the room and gave the water. Afterward, he returned to the living room and searched for his mom's number. He typed mom in the search bar and his grandma's number. On the call, Grandma, my grandson. Taisu, sorry grandma, I thought this was mom's number. Grandma laughed at his innocence. Grandma, no worries baby, just ask dad. Taisu paused thinking about what his dad might have saved his mom's number as. Then an idea struck him. Taisu, okay, thank you grandma, I will call you later. She chuckled as he hung up. He placed the phone on the couch and handed it back. Taisu, Dad, what does mom mean to you? Taeyoung closed his eyes, but when he heard his son's question, he opened his eyes and looked at him. Taeyoung, what did you ask? Taeyoung smiled, remembering his wife. Taeyoung, right choice of my life. Taeyoung smiled and Taisu rushed back to living room. When Taeyoung told him, he grabbed the phone and searched for right choice. Then the name with the number popped up. A smile crept on Taisu's face and he clicked the number, waiting for the call to be answered. Wine, hello Tae, what happened? Taisu smiled even more upon hearing his mom's voice. Taisu, you met me, Taisu. Flashback again, the door opened and Wine entered. She had called Hajima on the way to ask about Taeyoung, but she found out Hajima had already left. Wine, Taisu, Wine called out as she entered the living room and Taisu came out from bedroom. Taisu, Dad is inside. Wine went into the bedroom and saw Taeyoung lying. She went to his side and noticed how pale he looked. As Taeyoung sensed Wine's presence, he opened his eyes in surprise. He was trying to get up from bed, but Wine held his arm. Wine, I will call a doctor right away. Wine dialed a family doctor's number on her phone and was informed that the doctor would arrive in 30 minutes. Taeyoung, why did you come back so soon? Wine, Taisu told me that you are not feeling well. Taeyoung gave Taisu a glare, which Wine found amusing, and Taisu nervously. Taeyoung checked his pocket and realized he didn't have his phone. Taisu handed him his phone, looking nervous. Wine chuckled and patted her brave and intelligent 5-year-old son. 2 days later, the doctor had advised them to take some rest for a few days because he was feeling weak, and a week ago he had just sustained a head injury during shooting, which had been affecting his. Taeyoung was now in the backyard garden with his small family. Wine and Taisu were both. Taeyoung spoke. Wine and Taisu look incredibly cute and teeny. It seems like they have been admiring that small flower on the ground for quite some time. My habit of capturing moments like this with my phone hasn't faded. Quickly, I took out my phone to capture this cute, beautiful moment, snapping a few photos of them. It felt like something was missing. I decided to edit them and started to adding text overlays to enhance the picture. I added text, 2 hearts, 1 love, endlessly joy. Wine, what's wrong? She asked as she sat beside me, but I grabbed her wrist and pulled her onto me. She giggled and settled. Taeyoung, nothing. I put my phone down, but then Taisu came running and took the phone. I pulled Wine closer, wrapping my hands around her waist. Taisu, Dad, I want to take a photo of that pretty flower. Can I please use the phone, please? He started to win and I nodded. Then my attention turned back to my wife. Wine, how are you feeling now? She asked, turning her head toward me, reminding me of my health. Taeyoung, I don't feel quite right. I made a cute pout, causing her to look at my lips. Taeyoung, I'm missing something. I tried to control my pout from turning into smack. Wine, what are you missing? Here, Tasu was having fun taking pictures of everything. He captured photos of flowers, butterflies, trees, and everything else that caught his eyes, and his gaze fell on his mom and dad over. Without thinking much, Tasu snapped pictures of them and smiled as he looked at the photos. Sometime later, the global brand ambassador for a luxury clothing company received a call from the company informing him that today was the day to post photos for the ad campaign. He sat on the couch and went to his social media. Meanwhile, Wine was in the kitchen with Hajuma, preparing lunch. Taisu was following Tang everywhere like a lost puppy because Tang wasn't letting him watching TV. Taisu, Dad, please, my favorite cartoon's timing is about to end, please, he asked, pouting and sitting beside him. Tang, no, you click photos of me and mom. That's not good, he said and started scrolling through his phone. Upload them on social media. Taisu's eyes were fixed on Tang's screen, then received a lot of likes. Taisu exclaimed as he saw how quickly the likes poured in. Not even a minute after Tang uploaded the photos, his eyes sparkled with excitement. Taisu, that 1 million likes in just 3 minutes. He kept his eyes glued to the phone screen as Tang began to move his phone up, down, and left, right. Then Taisu's gaze followed every movement. Tang, enough, my phone is getting frustrated. Taisu tried to climb on his because Tang was. Taisu, Dad, how you get so many likes so quickly? I want that on my photos too. Tang, well, we have to grow up for that. Tang said proudly with his eyes closed, but Taisu pouted. Taisu, but mom said I'm cuter than you, so how can you get more likes and comment on your photo? Tang stuck his tongue out at his son and left for the kitchen to find his wife, leaving behind his curious and sulking little bear. At evening, Wan and Tiang were on the balcony of their bedroom having conversation. Tiang, Wan, I think it's time we send Taisu to school. I don't want to homeschool him. When do you think it will be easy, Tiang? I talked to her dad. And you know very well that it is true. Tiang, but how long we will keep hiding? Wan, I'm 26 and you're 25. Just because we are actors doesn't mean we keep hiding our child and let out everyone think we are single. Every day we hear a new rumor about actress Levi dating him or actor Kim Tang dating her. One thing we can't tell them a private reason for having this arranged marriage or contract marriage. Tang, when we had a love marriage, it may be a contract or arranged marriage for you, but it isn't like that for me. Tang angrily said in disappointment and looked at the sky. Taisu entered the room and began to search for his parents, his gaze landing on the balcony where they were sitting. Then he quickly approached to the bed and noticed his mom and dad's phone on the nightstand. He picked up his dad's phone and slipped. Taisu, Dad, let's see who gets more likes and comments, he giggled cutely. Taisu, your dad had his app open. He opened Tang's SNS account. Taisu, yeah, I look really cute in this one and mom is also there. Of Wine and Taisu with caption, 2 hearts and 1 love, endless joy. And then another photo where Tang had written, forever my love, for my wife and a little son, Wayne. Lastly, he liked another photo where the 3 were of them were smiling and Taisu was sitting between them. The caption. Taisu wasn't able to read the caption properly. He was just selecting the picture where he looked good. Remembering how Tang had uploaded a photo, he pressed the done button to post it. As soon as the likes started pouring in, the door Taisu's room opened. His heart skipped a bit, and to his surprise, it was Ajuma. Ajuma, Taisu, what are you doing alone in your room? Ajuma noticed that Taisu's book, drawing paper and color were scattered in the living room and he wasn't watching TV. Taisu, Ajuma, I will write that. You go. She nodded and found his behavior strange and left. At night, Wan was preparing dinner in the kitchen with Ajuma while Tiang was cleaning the table. Taisu was about to turn on the TV. Tiang, she yelled from the kitchen. Tiang, yeah. Tiang yelled back from the dining area. Wan, bring the plate to the table. Then went to the kitchen to pick up the plates and place them on the table. Then he heard Taisu shouting, Taisu, Appa, you are on TV. Then didn't say anything because he knew he always appeared on TV as he is a popular actor. But the next thing Taisu said stunned him, causing him to pause while placing the plates. Taisu, Dad, I'm on the TV too.